Wonderful.
Hello and welcome to episode 6 of the Father for
Who
the
started?
podcast. Today's sponsor is my co-host eating Pocky. We're not sponsored by Pocky. Who makes Pocky? Glyco? Glico.
Oh, did you know Pocky was halal? There's a sign at the side. I never did know.
Pocky, now halal. Get it today at Panda Mart. Lots of sponsors today. What was I saying? Episode
Strawberry
6.
is the best one.
Episode 6, where we talk about strawberry Pocky for about 3 hours. I'm your host Faris, and this is my co-host.
Hana. I should change my tone every time I say my name.
We should make like a compilation every time you say your name on the
Hana.
podcast. Alright.
Hana. Yeah, it's
Go up like 3 octaves every time you. Alright. One more time? Alright.
That's saying my name as
There's
a
pterodactyl
pterodactyl.
around there.
Yeah. Hey,
You
pterodactyl!
know where they
I want to
can-
watch Jurassic World.
Oh, Jurassic World is up. I have heard mixed things about it, and I don't know what to feel about it.
You've heard mixed things about Morbius, but you still haven't
I heard
watched.
great things about
No, you
Morbius.
didn't. I
It's
didn't.
a shame that we were all busy the second time they came to the theaters. I hope they bring it back for the third time. We were all busy. I think we can. I think if they come back for the third time, I think we can all make it.
I haven't even
Sony.
watched the first one.
No, you were
No,
busy.
the like any time.
No, you were busy. Don't worry. Well, if it comes to theaters a third time, we'll all watch it. We'll make time.
Morbius, because it's
It's
Morbid time. And
Is this how you recognize Morbius fans in the wild?
more.
If you're a Morbhead,
and
you gotta throw up our sign. We're Morbs. We're Morbheads. Are you ready to Morb? Can't wait for
Morb.
Morbius 2. Such a great movie.
Are they even making one?
I hope not. I mean,
Mhm.
I hope that John Morbius gets a third movie, and
His name is John.
it is now.
Oh. I didn't know.
Who? I don't know. I don't care. So yeah, what was it?
Jurassic
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, I mean same.
It's in. We watched the last two, both of them in theaters together. I think it's a good movie. A lot of diehard fans of Jurassic Park, all three of them, they don't. I've heard a lot of them. They don't like the new trilogy.
Yeah,
It's like freaking Star Wars now.
because they're missing a main character. Oh shoot! I forgot his name.
Morbius.
No, the actor.
Morbiusaurus Rex. Terra Morbius.
Morbiectile.
Oh, that's the Rule not 34. Rule 63 Morbius.
Teaching children the wrong thing.
Is that
No,
Rule
no.
34? That's the Rule 34 Morbius.
The
The memes only helped.
What's his name? He came
Ooh.
in tall. So the hot guy from Jurassic Park, very good actor, leather pants.
Oh, Taika Waititi.
No.
I know who you're talking about. I want to see how long it takes until you figure it out. I know
It's
exactly
not.
what you're talking
The
about.
name is not coming to mind.
He's old
And-
but gold.
Jeff Gold.
There it is.
Okay. Yes.
That didn't take as long as I thought it would. I was
Uh,
gonna like clown on you a little bit more, but
You
it
said
took you like
gold,
5
and that was
seconds.
like the trigger. No. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good hint.
That's a. I mean, it's in his name.
I only just realized how. I just thought because he's aged like wine.
He. Yeah.
Don't look at me like when you say Jeff Goldblum. So I look at Jeff Goldblum like that.
We all look like
Don't
Jeff.
talk about internet grandpa like that. He's like the internet grandpa.
What?
Have you seen any like interview with him in like the past couple of years?
I have watched a lot of his interviews though, but that's also because I like his off camera I mean, interviews, yes, you use a camera and stuff, but like out of the movie kind of interview um, setting, not a lot of celebrities I like to watch their interviews because like their off camera personality, like non movie personality or non TV show personality, is very bland, but some of them are
I
witty, some is funny.
I prefer them when they're bland compared to when they're horrible.
No,
Sometimes I think
yes.
it's a lot better if they're just boring.
No,
I like to think Robert Pattinson honestly is pretty boring outside of off screen.
off screen,
I don't
yeah,
know
but
anything
like,
about him, and I like that.
but his interview, like, I guess you know what, I see a lot more group interviews with him, usually with the Marvel cast and stuff, versus a solo interview. The solo interviews that I've seen about RDJ were like really old, and there was this interviewer who openly asked
RDJ,
about
the actor or the artist?
the
Iron Man.
yeah, as in
Oh,
the actor
I heard you say
Downey Jr.
RTJ,
D
like Run the Jewels.
no RDJ, yeah.
One day I will talk about my obscure music tastes.
You should include that in the this
Oh my god,
segment.
if
You
we
should
could
do
get
it.
Killer Mike on this podcast, it'd be so cool.
If you can get the fair price auntie in this podcast, is good enough. If we can get anybody else that's not the two of us in this podcast who's
John
willing to do it,
Morbius, this is us calling you. We're gonna rename it to the Morbin from the Morbcast.
the more
Morber from the Morb.
more cares.
The more I say Morb,
I don't like it.
the better I become.
No.
Oh,
I was telling something. No, okay,
something
so
about Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum will be really nice. Okay, so for RDJ,
He will
his, no, his old
I'll send him an
interview
email.
and stuff. There was this interviewer who, when RDJ was already like up and coming a little bit as an actor and shit, and he decides to bring up RDJ's past, the drugs and whatever not, and like the really dark phase of RDJ's life, and how he handled it was more like a look, smile, nod. Eventually, I think his publicist or something was in the background, or manager. He just, I guess, made eye contact, nodded, and then just thank you very much for this interview and walked off.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because that's the thing I find with like interviewers in general, or like if you talk about Jeff Goldblum and stuff, he's a very funny guy, very witty guy, crazily sexy guy, and his whole aura is very charming.
Right, we're taking our stance here on the podcast.
No, like whew,
It's a very
yeah.
widely accepted stance, but a
Yeah.
stance.
Yeah, but the thing is that no matter how great of an actor you are, at the end of the day, you're a person. And my problem with some interviews in general is that the interviewers, I mean, it makes sense when you probe and ask some things,
Yeah.
but they start crossing the line between and like a host interviewer and a paparazzi. The way they dig and probe and then they misquote you, kind of thing.
But that's because that's why I don't like a lot of.
I thought you were actually
Like-
going to say the name. I know who you really don't like. It's a very famous talk show host.
That's a lot of them, to be fair.
That's-
I don't like a
that-
lot of talk shows.
There's
But-
one main one that you don't like.
I don't know which one we're talking about. We're looking into that.
We mentioned that in the last episode.
Oh, the lesbian.
Yeah. You could have
To be fair, I don't like her for other reasons, but when it comes to like the thing we're talking about, when it comes to like interviewers, I don't think Ellen is an interviewer. She's just a talk show host. She's
But you call that session an interview. It's still an interview.
yeah, but one thing I really like about, just gonna sidetrack a little bit into BoJack Horseman,
Will Arnett
which
is
is
back.
Welcome to episode 3 of the Will Arnett
Oh,
podcast.
wait, you need to do... No, I need to do W. You need to do A. So, it's like...
Welcome to episode 3 of the Will Arnett podcast.
Why my W so ugly? Is it...
Because you're making a 3.
my finger. I got that...
You just do that.
No, I've... No.
Which if you flip upside down, Morbius!
I was so confident I was almost going to say Wombo.
No.
Then like, you know, the Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy.
Oh yeah.
Then... But
Wombo is out. Morbius is in. Because if you turn it upside down, Will Arnett. So if you're a Will Arnett hit, you do this. But if you're a Will Arnett fan, you have to be...
your fingers curve different.
It's because I'm built different. I'm built for more. I'm morbid. I'm morbid right now.
The one.
Okay, I was looking at a square.
I think I can make diamonds.
You should just do that. It becomes a diamond.
Diamond must be a bit more... It's not fair. Your fingers are more... Oh, this is like that sparkly emoji. No, but because your fingers are more bendy
I
and
have
flexible.
nimble fingers.
Can you bring your hand near to the camera? I mean, no need to... You just bring it really near and show how far you can bend one finger.
Oh, I mean that.
Because, okay, let me show like a normal person that I want to show you. This is as...
You're not normal.
It's... Thanks. No, but like this is as far as it goes. I'm trying at all angles.
It's because you're fucking amateur.
Just do it.
Something.
Like, go near to the camera.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you gotta do this.
Yeah, it's just...
I can't
like,
go all the way down, but it's like I can do the thing where like my fingers touch my forearm.
Oh, I can't...
I can't do it right now. I need to like push. I
I'm
normally
going to-
can, but no. I
I'm
can't.
going to like break a wrist. This is so fascinating and gross.
You know what they say about men with nimble fingers?
You can
Spider-Man.
pick a lock. Oh. No, I never say anything.
Don't make me morb. I'll morb in this podcast.
It sounds like it's a move, like
I'll
it's
morb.
a...
It is a morb. It's morbin time.
Maybe your M
I'm gonna
can
put like
be...
a Morbius logo like, around
No,
here.
you
Around
actually
here.
can do Morbin with your hands there, like since yours can touch, and then you do an M. Because for yours it
That's
does.
what I've been doing.
Oh, but you... Oh, yeah.
But I'm not
it's
gonna lie.
really
Every
low.
time I do this, I think of the Gmail logo.
Oh,
And
I
don't
know
if because
which
I'm
one you're talking about.
Yeah, because the Gmail logo is like the M dips down really well. Welcome to the GUI podcast. I'm your host.
User interface.
Graphical user interface.
I didn't know what the G stood for. I got this 2 out of 3.
The G stands for God damn it! Is it Morbin time?
I wish I could add it like a giant slap. Oh, wait, if I slap you this way, it's better. No.
Do it.
Yeah, this way.
Do it. Slam. We'll Hollywood it.
No,
We
it's
can show Jeff Goldblum we can act.
No, it's the fact that you just went, do it, slap me, do it.
Do it. I need to be slapped. I am like Attack on Titan. It's like they have to bite themselves to morb.
To morph.
To morb into Titan form. I gotta get slapped to morb.
So you think it's going to be like I think if I really slap, it'll probably pick up that sound. Oh, that's a good slap.
That's a good slap.
And then like, sorry, when I do that, your hands just...
Morb.
I kind of want to slap, but I shall
It's
not.
like, just gonna slowly
So
rise it up into the morb.
I can't reach that. I was gonna... Oh, it's here. Oh, it's just here. I was gonna go... isn't it? That means it should be the other side.
What are you talking about?
You should put the M here.
You do your own morb.
No.
I'm gonna morb.
No. You put your M here, then it spells out Morbius so that it looks fine. No? Right? It starts...
Don't worry. The morb heads will know. If you're a true morb head,
M.
you'll know.
O.
What the hell are you
R.
gonna do in R? Oh.
Small R. Actually, I can do big
That's
R.
how you become a pirate in primary school.
That's an R.
Yarr.
There?
Where's the line?
Uh,
Well, I
no,
can't
no,
peg my
it's
finger.
here. Then this is the curve. Or
No,
you're
wait.
doing it this way. Oh, this is reverse. This
Yeah,
way
but
is
then
way.
there's either a P or a Q.
No,
This is the line.
wait. This finger. There. That's the R. Can you see?
That's an A.
That's an R. An A is just A or this way.
A
I
for Among Us.
U S Morbius.
You
Oh,
don't
this way
have to do
S.
an S because the Superman heads already have their thing.
Why is yours like? What's?
Welcome to the We Have No Idea How to Use Our Hands podcast.
Okay. Yeah, I think
So Morbius.
no.
We won't talk about Morbius. What were we talking about before Morbius? Well, we're always talking about Morbius.
We were talking about. Let me think. Jurassic World. That's.
So Jurassic World.
No, you said
Fallen Kingdom.
You heard that it's You didn't hear many good
Oh,
reviews
no,
about
because
that.
all the reviews are too focused on Morbius.
I'm done.
You're not done.
I'm having
We're only like
another Pocky.
15 minutes
I'm
in.
so upset. I'm having another Pocky.
Are you so upset you're gonna morph? It's not even funny anymore. I'm not gonna edit smoke coming out.
Why?
You can explain
Why?
to your mother.
Can you do one like fire?
We'll see what happens when it airs.
I still haven't chewed it. Yeah, I'm trying to see.
What's happening?
No, I'm trying to bring it to hit the back of my throat without having to chew it. Yeah, I haven't chewed.
This is when I wish we had like another camera to just zoom in.
Oh, I cracked. Sorry.
Alright. It's a fantastic day to be an audio listener today. Don't,
Oh, that's so disgusting.
don't. Now you can hear yourself. We're on ASMR podcast. That's the next episode. Don't scratch. Can't even hear anything. Stop playing with the mic. I don't like what you're doing there. Oh, god damn it.
At least I do something new. You keep talking about Morbius.
So Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom,
No.
now starring John Morbius.
Wow. I don't want this conversation. No more Morbius. Morbius is banned.
Until the third time in theaters.
No. Morbius is
So we're
banned.
talking about Fallen Kingdom.
Phone? Shall we just talk about what we wanted to talk about today? And none of your questions, okay, here's the thing. Before you even explain why we are doing this podcast today, there is a ground rule. None of your questions should be linked with Morbius in any way.
To be fair,
None of it. No exceptions. Fair enough. If you're agreeable, then we can
I
explain.
like how there is normally no ground rules.
But no, I'm
But-
done with Morbius.
But like the one ground rule that is only relative to this part, to this episode. Not this part, this episode.
Yep.
Alright, so what we planned 15 minutes ago was that one of the games that Hannah and I like to play when we're bored and we're out in public and stuff like that is we like to play Would You Rathers or give each other hypothetical situations. Which in case you didn't know, are these questions that you like give someone and then they just have to well in the context of Would You Rather, you're given two situations and you have to choose one of them. And what I like and the game that I like is $1 Million But, which is you're given $1 million but there is something that you have to deal with, which is either like a passive thing where it's like something. It's usually negative to balance out $1 million, obviously. So, it's like $1 million, for example, right? It's $1 million, but you have no hair from like the nipple line up. We'll get back to that. I like that. So yeah, you have to like what's fun about the way that we play it is that we always we elaborate. We go into, all right. In the case of like would you rather,
is easy
right?
to explain.
It's more fun to do because we get into each situation and we try to balance out, all right, which is the better and why. But one thing that we quickly realized when we started playing this with other people is that no one else knows how to play this game. Because a lot of time we give them, all right, would you rather, like for example, would you rather become a keyboard or become a mouse? And then people just go like, I don't want to be either. It doesn't sound nice. And it's like, that's the whole fucking point.
No, or they just give us like, I would rather be a keyboard.
Oh yeah, and then it's like,
no
then
further
why?
explanations.
Like, you don't. It's not just that I give you this crazy thing and then you just go like, the second one, and then you just next one, please. I don't know why.
Oh, you clapped. You single-handed clap.
I'm like one of the people that can one hand clap. Unless there's a euphemism for masturbate, then I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna stop that.
You can one hand clap. Anyone can one hand clap.
No. I mean,
Someone doesn't masturbate.
Something? I better repeat your question. Would you rather?
Would you rather masturbate or one hand clap? Would you? Okay. Would you rather?
Wait, are we starting now?
Yes, because I got one.
Right.
I think we laid out how to play it properly, and now we're just gonna go back and forth on like either a hypothetical situation, $1 million, but or would you rather, these kinds of things.
Okay.
Which to me, I think it all clumps together in just hypotheticals, which I think is an apt name because it's all just for fun. So this is my first one.
But you promise still no Morbius.
No Morps.
Okay.
No more Morps.
No.
From this point on.
Enough with the fun. Alright. Let's go. It picks up our chair squeaks a lot.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
If you would like to send us new chairs, go to...
I have a nice chair.
Shut up. They don't know that. It's always...
Yeah, but I want to use my chair.
Yeah, but we record in my room.
Yeah. Alright.
Asshole.
Told you to get a Secret Lab chair. Secret Lab, if you're watching this, it needs a new chair. Or do you?
I do.
Or you want the Osim Spider-Man one?
Would you rather get a Secret Lab chair or an Ocean chair?
But I will fall in that
Which one
asshole
costs
category. I actually think
I think it's the Ocean
Osim
one.
one
It
that
massages
costs
you.
more. Oh my god, yes.
That'll actually be really good. Like, no joke.
But I think Osim also had launched their pink
I don't know.
series. I don't know, but I have mine. But paid quite a bit for it.
Quite a lot. It's a shame it's never on camera.
Yeah, eventually it better be. This podcast channel shall just like live on solely for the appearance of my pink chair. I would love to do that. Okay, come. You can ask me the question.
Would you rather live in a world where people... Would you rather live in a world where people either never masturbate or never shave?
Oh god.
And when I say shave, I mean like haircuts included.
Wait.
So like they never cut their hair, which I mean any body hair. That means so
Alright.
from your head to your head and toes.
Do you have legs? And yeah, that on your toe, that this part there can be hair,
The
and you
knuckle.
straight up when knuckle.
Is it knuckle?
Knuckle is here
There's a
for
toe
fingers.
knuckle.
There's no.
Feet knuckle.
I think you're making this up at this point. There's no such thing as a toe knuckle.
Yeah.
Call it
It's like
thumb.
your leg.
No, I don't
It's
know
like
what
your leg elbow.
your knees.
No, that's your arm knee. Elbow.
You almost confused me. Okay, so
Like, would you rather live in a world where
world-
people never masturbate or people never shave?
But this one I don't even have to probe. I have a straight up answer though.
No, but then it's like, wait, you do?
Yeah.
And why? What is it and why?
I would rather live in a world where people don't masturbate. I'm sorry, I know you.
What?
Because, okay, here's the thing. You didn't say they can't have sex. You didn't
Yeah.
say they can't kiss. You didn't say they can't give
Yeah.
head. You
They
didn't
just
say and all
can't
that.
self-pleasure.
Yeah, and I'm a woman after all. I think hair thingy is way more important than that.
But like,
And
Like,
I don't
after a
suffer
busy
from
day-
blue balls. No, we don't suffer from blue
don't
balls.
women get like green ovaries? What's the equivalent?
Green ham and eggs. Ugh. No,
Dr.
but
Seuss said, is Dr. Seuss dead?
yeah.
Is he dead?
The author or
Yeah.
yeah.
Dr. Seuss dead.
I will just yes. No, but okay.
We'll get back to that.
Okay, but okay. In my defense, your question, I understand how it was supposed to come across a bit hard.
So
But
like,
as a female, it's very straightforward.
so like after like
A long day.
after like a long day of
After
work
a long
and like
month.
it sucks, right?
You don't.
And it's like you go home and there's like no one else in the house, and like you ate dinner.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you're gonna wind down, but you're like still stressed, and you're like, if only there was a thing I could do to relieve this last bit of stress.
Dude, women are very easy. Like, even okay, I would like to make this point.
I would like to
I'm not
quote
speaking
you
on behalf on
women are easy. Hannah
No,
2020.
no, come on. Shh. No, I didn't mean it that way. I knew you were going to screw me over this. No, well, I want to say this that in any point of time in the game where I use words like women or whatever, I do not mean 100%. I'm not stereotyping everybody.
I mean, yeah, I think it goes without saying. We don't speak for,
for everybody.
I barely
I'm
speak for
saying it-
myself.
I know I was gonna make Morbius joke. I'm gonna stop. No,
See, you're the one who keeps doing it.
because you keep saying it
Would
so
you rather
many
live-
times. I'm so done with that word. Oh, okay, so
You're just saying you don't want any more.
that's a good one. That's a good one. No, I'm not speaking on behalf of all women. I'm not even speaking on behalf of most women. But when I use words like women, most women, and all that, it is still at the end of the day just my opinion. So I want to make that clear first. I'm not generalizing everybody.
Sounds
To
like
each his own or
Sounds
her
like a
own.
woman to clear that up.
Yeah, you quote yourself on that.
Damn right.
Okay, so what I mean when I say women are easier, it's like exactly like what you said. A long day at work, you want to wind down, and it's not whatever. Yeah, massage, music,
There's no
candle.
one else though.
Yeah, if you have a massage chair is enough. Or honestly, you do like some stretching, good music, a goddamn candle. If you're like living a luxurious enough life where you have a bathtub, dude, just being in a bath that's the unwinding you need. We don't need to pleasure ourselves to function. It's an added benefit. It's like
That last 30 seconds, you
Uh-huh.
sounded like a religious counselor.
I'm not. No.
Don't press the devil's doorbell just
No.
because
I didn't
you
mean
read
it that
his
way.
doorstep. I never
In the-
understood that analogy.
No, in this example, it's because you phrased it like, if I had to live in a world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if I had to, I'd rather live in a world where people still
What if
kind
that,
of groom
what if
yourself.
what if that meant
kind.
that everyone had to shave every 3 days? Like you had to like shave bald everywhere.
Shave I don't understand. Do you mean masturbation versus...
No, it's like they don't masturbate, but they also have to shave every 3 days.
Wouldn't you shave bald though?
Yeah,
That means like
everywhere. So like eyebrows included.
No, eyebrows. You know how many women or men, people just go around with their eyebrows shaved? They have
Like
stencils now. They shave it off. And it's not just like a.
Well, they can't do the pencil thing.
No, it's not about
You can
pencil.
use marker.
No, I'm just saying that they have stencils now. Even TikTok has a little filter with an algorithm to tell you where to point on like which part, and it helps you draw it. So there are people who legit, they don't commit to that. You know, maybe 10 years ago people shave one line or a
What do you
little
mean
streak.
10 years ago? I think I saw someone do it like yesterday.
Okay, fine. I guess the trend started sometime back, but then they're bringing it back.
Unfortunately, it never stopped.
Yeah, so like they do that. I'm talking people full on. There was a time where people just bleached their entire brows. Now they are full-fledged shaving it off, and they just draw however they want it to draw.
Bleach your eyebrows.
You use bleach, it's hair. You just bleach, just like how you use bleach on your head. You use bleach on your.
But isn't it dangerous? It's like your eyes are right there.
You do it carefully, or you professionally.
You put it like in a cup. Like you pour in a cup and you like put it there.
No. Yeah, I think you would be blind if you ever decide to bleach your brows. There
Yeah,
are
that's
people
what I
who
do.
even bleach their lashes. That's
Okay,
scary.
that
but
one
like
is-
that people do it.
Like at some point, just kill yourself.
He don't mean that. Someone actually watching this and he's like, okay,
No,
that's on you.
I mean, at a point, you gotta realize that like unless you have like a mental illness that you're like, was it body dysmorphia, where like like you see you always constantly see your body as like there's something wrong with it. That one's an illness, but some people just decide to like be funny, or you know what's a good idea? If I got a tattoo on my face. Like at some point, like you gotta just like you're just a bad person to make
I
decisions.
actually learned something about tattooing on the face one, but this is strictly tribal tattoo. That the Maoris, is it the one that has the tattoo here?
Oh yeah.
The people who where the Haka dance and stuff is actually originally from.
Yeah.
That one, it's more like a tribal thing versus like a hi, I'm Post Malone kind of a. I don't know why I used Post Malone as an example versus so
No,
many
Post Malone is
others.
a perfect example. The guy has some ugly fucking tattoos.
They could just say face, and I'm like, come on.
No, take away the tattoos, he just looks like anything for views on YouTube, which I don't know if you know. Those who are in the know, you know what I'm talking about. Post Malone has a mental illness, honestly. There was this one video of him at a concert, and he was singing, and I swear, he looked like he was having like a fucking panic attack on stage, and like no one did anything. I genuinely think he has a mental illness. Like, and that's not me making a statement, because I like his music. I like some of his music.
I was
But
going
I
to say, you don't like
genuinely-
all his songs.
No, all. I used to like
Which
some.
do you like? Which of his is like kind of Sunflower?
If Sunflower counts, then yes.
It is by him, but so
Isn't it featuring? I don't know.
okay. If it's
hard-
not
it's hard to,
Sunflower,
like,
then
I can't think of any right now, but like I do like his
style,
his vibe. Yeah,
ah.
that kind of like, not say mumble rap, it's like chill rap kind of thing. I don't know what to call it. I like it though.
I like his song called I'm no, right after you mentioned about him performing on stage and like he had an episode I like the song called I Fall Apart, but it's a really good song though.
I think that was a song he had a panic attack too. It was a pretty.
It's a very chill,
Yeah, it's a very slow song.
slow song, but it's really good.
I can't
I
remember.
did not know that
Yeah.
though.
Alright, so it's your turn to give me a
Yeah,
hypothetical.
so long story short, shave.
So you would
Sorry,
rather live in a world where people don't masturbate.
I think most men would just slowly die off one by one, which I'm very
Our
fine
balls
with.
would just explode.
Which I'm fine with. Then more women.
That's what all women think. See, this is why. This
Better
is why
watch what you say.
That's why I'm a incel, because women don't. So you're
Do you just say I'm an insect? What did you just say?
incel.
Incel. How do you say
Incel,
insect?
like the fucking one of the worst communities ever.
I thought the worst community were the anti-vaxxers. For like a recent worst community thing.
You know.
Yeah. Okay, but we're not gonna go into that. But okay,
Yes.
let me go.
We're opening up way too many doors now.
Okay, I guess the anti-vax thing kind of gave me an idea.
Go for it.
Would you rather live in a world where there's a weekly virus, a new
Like pandemic.
virus? Yeah. I mean, I give you the two options, then you ask the questions.
okay.
Okay, like a new weekly virus. Okay, a new virus happening weekly, or would you rather live in a world where there's a new natural disaster happening weekly? Mine's a bit more dark. Now you can ask me if you have any questions.
Okay, virus meaning like there's a new pandemic every week.
Like you can think of it as the plague level, or like it's a huge virus, not the flu kind.
Every week.
Every week. So maybe
So-
fine. Let's be more recent. Like COVID every week. So that means I'm not
Has
talking
it-
about COVID
okay,
where things
for-
have settled down.
For both scenarios,
Mm-hmm.
has this weekly thing been going on since like the beginning, or has it like just started? Because this dictates
Your answer?
quite a few things.
From the okay, I can't
the
give you a
dawn of
timeline.
man.
No. I can't give you the whole thing, but from the time you were born, you have seen it. You don't know how
So
long
it's
it
not-
needs,
it's
but
not
you just
there.
know it's been around since you were there. Which means it's not a
So
world
my
that you are
birth
living
was
in.
was like a sign of the end times.
Yeah, you're like fucking spawn of Satan. I'm sorry, I cuss.
Welcome to the friendliest show on the internet.
No, you cuss way more than me. Come on.
You just called me the spawn of Satan.
No, you just legit saying your birth was the cause of a pandemic. Yeah, spawn of Satan.
My birth was the sign of not a pandemic, literal hundreds of
of-
pandemics.
I mean, if you're thinking
The
about
longer
it,
I go, that number will only keep climbing.
yeah, it's like you have a pandemic every week. So okay, but here's the thing. Another add-on to that scenario. Wherever this is taking place, that means be it the natural disaster, be it the weekly pandemic or weekly
If it's a
disaster.
pandemic, it means it's automatically like around the world.
Yeah, I know, but here's the thing. You are there when it happens. The reason why I have to say this is because like natural
Okay, now this
disasters.
changes a lot of things
No,
now.
you want to know why? Because, for example, being in Singapore, we don't go through, thankfully, a lot of natural disasters. So if you
Yeah.
would rather pick that, like, oh, it's happening in India, it's happening in America and stuff, no. Wherever you are, it happens.
No, because my next question was for the natural disasters. Is it like if it's an earthquake,
Quakes,
kind of thing,
tsunamis,
right?
hurricane,
So
you
is
are
it
still
like
there.
No. So is it like, is this happening in every major continent, every continent on the planet, or is it only localized wherever I am?
Wherever you are. You can migrate
So
anywhere, it will still happen.
is it by distance or by like country?
Let us step it up a further notch. Continent.
You can't keep changing.
No,
you
you
keep
ask
adding
me.
things.
You ask me distance or country. I'm saying continent.
So it's by continent.
Mm.
Do I know this?
Yeah.
I know this. Can I'm gonna assume this means it's like I can't tell what natural disaster is gonna happen. When you say natural, you mean like geological?
Yeah, like earthquakes and tsunamis and
Like
stuff.
natural disaster.
Yeah, natural volcanoes erupting. Granted, there are studies for
I
it,
assume this does not obey like you know how volcanoes only appear on like the tectonic plates and stuff. I assume That's all down the drain.
Okay, no, you think of it
So
this
if I
way.
sneeze,
No,
a
no, no.
tsunami
You
happens.
think of it this way. Every week there's a new natural disaster.
Yeah, no, but like it can be like I'm, for example, like I'm in the middle of like Africa and then a
desert.
tsunami hits because there's no water. Because I assume it's like it's a random disaster and it just happens, whatever it is, it just happens. I would choose the natural disaster thing.
Over
Yep.
You better explain yourself, buddy.
Here's number one. I can profit off of that. Let me explain.
Take note of what this guy is saying.
Here's the thing.
Oh
if
my
it's
god.
if it's a pandemic happening every week,
Yep.
then that just means it's a never-ending pandemic.
It's a natural disaster happening every week. What do you mean?
Here's the thing. In a pandemic, you can't really do anything. You can kind of just live with it. If it's a new pandemic every week, we know it's coming. It's just like, oh, like what kind is it? Because with COVID, it's like you have to wear masks, social distancing.
What
that
if it's like
boring
the
shit.
Black Plague?
Yeah,
kind
if it's a
of-
black plague, then I don't know, we're carting dead bodies and stuff. But it sucks. But because if it's a pandemic, it's the whole planet. Which means the whole planet just has to deal with it.
I mean,
if
it's
it's-
still not the whole planet. It's still wherever
Well, it's still
you
only
are.
localized wherever I am.
Yeah, it's still following wherever you are.
Okay, then I will still choose the natural
Yeah,
disasters.
but yeah. So
Here's
why?
the thing. It has to be a thing. If it happens every week on the dot,
Mm-hmm.
eventually I'm gonna start realizing that like, hey, this shit is following me.
Mm-hmm.
Like earthquakes wherever I am, or an earth or a volcano is
Hurricanes,
popping up,
yep.
and like that shit is impossible.
Yep.
Or like, why is there a tsunami here geologically that's impossible? I'll figure that out eventually. Like I'm like the harbinger of the end. So here's what I'm gonna do. After a natural disaster happens,
You take a visit to the beach.
I'm gonna take a visit to whatever private military organization needs this level of power, and then I sell my abilities. I'm like Storm. I'm like
sell
Storm
your
from X-Men,
presence.
except horrible. So it's it's like yo, if you don't believe me, just wait like I don't know 3 days and watch some shit happens, and then by the week, something will happen because
Yep.
everybody hates Mondays. So
Okay.
like it can be like they're gonna be like, oh, that was a coincidence, and then wait, next Monday, and then it happens again and again. Eventually, people are gonna be like, this motherfucker.
They might die.
If they die, there's like 100 other governments or private military out there, and be like, who do you not like? And like, oh, this guy in Indonesia or something. Oh, so that I'll go down there, have a week-long vacation, and then like hope that a volcano
Have a
pops up
6-day vacation.
to be like hope like. I guess it also means that if it's a natural disaster, I can't choose how
What
dangerous
is the
it
disaster?
I can't choose what it is, and I can't choose how dangerous. Because like there's earthquakes that go from like on the Richter scale,
Yeah,
like a
correct,
gentle
correct.
little rumble to like Fukushima in Japan. Is it Fukushima? The nuclear power plant thing. The name of the power plant. I think it's Fukushima. Welcome to the World Events Podcast.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess I asked the question
Yeah.
slightly.
So-
But yeah, so you cannot predict.
I can't. I
I mean,
don't know.
so you don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
So
Yeah.
most is I'll just tell him it's like, oh, I'm sorry.
Something's gonna
So
happen.
I'm just gonna need another week for this because like I told them like they would die.
What
and
if you each time it happens and you are also having to find a way to escape from it?
if I
like-
live this long and it's been happening since I was born, that means I would have probably like
you
found
think you're
a way.
immune to it?
Because I think not immune. I found a way to like live with it. Like if it's a tsunami, I definitely would have learned how to swim. If it's an earthquake,
That
I would like.
doesn't help just because you can swim to escape a tsunami.
But it helps. It helps. I'll probably like work out a lot more, like be a lot more fit because I'm literally running from disaster. I'm literally running from disaster.
What's that thing called? Parkour. You'll get back into parkour.
I'll get back into parkour so I can. I don't know how parkour would work though.
It might help you.
The
with
building is crumbling.
trees
What am I gonna
and-
do? That's true. Like just movement. Yeah, I'll probably get good. If I made it this long, it means I would have like had a knack for it. So I would definitely at least know. I can't control it. I can live with it, and all I do is I carry this burden with me. I just hope that I'm not on a commercial plane if I'm flying international, because then that will be a pretty bad news article.
Final
Dumbass
Destination
brings
Part
down.
6.
I hate that movie.
The first or all?
All of them.
Some
The
of
first
it
one
is
was pretty
good.
cool.
Some of it is
The first one was
good.
alright, but then it's like, how the fuck did you make 6 of the same movie?
No, it's not 6. I think there's only 4
Is it 6? Is it
or
only
5. I cannot remember.
I don't know.
I remember the
However
first
many
3.
there are, there's like
Too
4
many
too
for you.
many. If there's only 4, then they never should have made it.
Okay, so you've answered your question very
Yeah.
interestingly, to be honest.
The only thing I don't know what to do with is, alright, I sold my powers. The fuck do I do with the money? Probably buy a bunker.
You can still
I'll-
enjoy it,
I'll
but
probably live in in America. They have like those like abandoned missile silos for some reason. I'll probably buy one. Those things can definitely take a hit.
no, I was thinking like,
They're like
even
make over them.
with your money, right, and you get like a really nice place, you can't stay there for more than a week before
That's why it's
destroying
like, I
it.
gotta live in a missile silo. It's underground.
Earthquake.
Yeah, but it's underground.
Very strong earthquake. I don't know. I mean,
I live in the space castle from Doom Eternal.
meteorites.
I didn't want to bring that up. I was like, do you count meteorites as in the
Meteors,
randomizer there?
I mean, actually, if you think about it, like when if a meteor struck the Earth and stuff or whatever, it is a natural occurrence.
Yeah.
Some people say it is. Some people say it's not.
Those people can go suck a dick. I mean, what else would it be if it's not nature?
No, because like
Cthulhu?
no. You know, like how certain natural disasters, there are people who blame it on, like it triggered because of human activities, kind of thing.
What the hell do we trigger a meteorite? This ain't Sims.
No, they link it to air pollution, ozone layer, blah blah blah, inability to protect. To what extent is not true? To what extent is true, I don't know. But definitely there are land natural disasters that take place. Less tornado, hurricanes, more
So,
earthquakes and volcano eruptions.
No. Hurricanes are in that. So you're telling me we are definitely affecting the climate by pollution via air, land, and sea,
Yeah.
causing what is hopefully reversible climate change. We are destroying our ecosystems around the planet.
Yep.
The scientists, I think, they're starting to argue that like our fucking magnetic poles might be accelerating their change because of climate change. That might be conspiracy theories now that I mention it out loud. But like the fact that there are more typhoons in the southern hemisphere and all that is a direct correlation because of the rising sea levels plus the rising temperature.
And for
So
example,
we have all this like hard evidence of like, yeah, this is how we're gonna kill ourselves as a species, and then we're like, no, this affects space.
no,
The
but
rocks in space, billions of kilometers away. That's the one people are like, no, we should stop watching TV so often because that'll make because radiation from the TV. The fuck is the CRT TVs from like
No,
1985?
it's like what they say, like
Who the fuck is saying this?
humans should not, even movies have made them, we should not use our phones so much because of the collective radiation and stuff. And
We have other things to worry about other than our phone.
I'm sorry to say, we can't even I mean, at least being in Singapore, the only way to Singapore is doing its best to kind of reduce it is fines,
Water
which
wally.
is like no,
The
like
new water
littering and stuff. Like you can't even not litter. Like our beaches are disgustingly, like it's not like dirt or some stuff, it's plastic bags, cigarette butts, Lord knows what. You eat your damn food and you can't even throw it in a bin, kind of like honestly the world has to be at like Japan's level of hygiene and cleanliness when it comes to cleaning up after yourself. There are people who throw like they have renovations happening in their house and stuff, the way they dispose wood, or even sometimes if they change toilet, ceramic and whatnot, the disposal of it is not the right method. And I mean, you have seen firefighters, there are times where they dispose the wood wrongly, an asshole smokes, flicks his cigarette because he can't put it out like a normal person.
Half the time it's not even. Half the time it's not even like.
It's not like a.
No, it's not even disposed. Sometimes it's just people hoarding shit in their house, and then they smoke in the house, and then like one little ember piece drops on a newspaper, and then you lost the house.
That's it.
Welcome to the Climate Change
Yeah,
Podcast.
this
I'm
is
your
a very
host.
intense convo. Okay, your turn to ask me another question.
Alright, I'll bring the
Lighter.
mood a little bit lighter.
I mean, you
Would you rather
started with
masturbate?
masturbation,
Yeah.
so I went with something
Alright,
heavier.
I'll change from the would you rather's.
$1 million.
Maybe.
If it's a big one, you have to up it to billion. Nowadays, $1 million can't buy you shit. So I mean,
In the 2022 version of $1 million, but you got $1 billion with a capital B.
oh my god, yes.
You got $1 billion. You got $1 billion, but every year on Christmas morning, you have to go on international television. So that's like TV, internet, radio, any form of broadcast to the entire planet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a tradition. It's like, so everyone knows that it's happening. You have to go on international broadcast, and then you have to tell everyone that Christmas is cancelled.
Oh,
Everyone. You have to tell everyone that Christmas is cancelled. Yeah.
as in you're asking me if I would do it for $1 billion kind.
Let me rephrase my question. Let me put a bit of weight on it. Every Christmas, you have to cancel Christmas.
Yeah, because that.
Yes. I was like, not just say, you have to. By all means, Christmas has to be cancelled for every year until you die. But you get a one-time payout of $1 billion. Every year you have to cancel Christmas.
Okay, first thing is it only in Singapore or
No, all over the
everywhere?
world. You have to cancel Christmas everywhere. So
There
if,
is a technical error though, because I have to go on TV once, right? And on
You
Christmas
could.
morning
You-
and
you
stuff,
could.
right? There's
No, you just
global time zone differences though.
doesn't matter. For that 24 hours that you are on Christmas Day on 25th December for you, in whatever time zone that you live in, for that 24 hours you have to cancel Christmas.
Yeah, I
for the whole
mean,
planet.
as in I can, but let's say if your time zone is such a way that you're like 12 hours after me, technically you do still get half a day of Christmas once my 24 hours are up.
For you have to make sure the whole planet doesn't have Christmas. So like the time, like we're in GMT plus 8, right?
Yep.
So that means you have to make sure plus 7,
And whatever number.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and GMT 0, they don't celebrate Christmas. It's just once that day, only that one day every year. You have to do this
Till I die.
extraordinary, like, around the world thing to cancel Christmas. And how would you cancel Christmas?
I definitely do it. It's not like
How would you cancel Christmas?
how. That's why I say it's the timing part that it's hard. But if I were to go
Not
TV,
canceling Christmas, the scheduling is
scheduling, duh. No, because
You really
it's,
are a woman.
no. Here's the thing. It's very simple because even in Singapore or be it anywhere in the world, Christmas. The sad thing is, even though if you're someone. If you take out the people who do not celebrate it for religious reasons or what, the ones who do celebrate it, how many of them around the world actually even get to celebrate it? That is the peak period a lot of people can't take offs and stuff. right? Logically speaking, it's hard for them. We've seen it in movies. I want to take it. I'm gonna get the thingy for my gifts. There's the last minute Christmas shopping, like a Black Friday level of fight. To prevent all
so you
that,
think
I'll just cancel
in your
it.
head, what I'm hearing is, you just tell people, I want to cancel Chris, and people are like, yeah, alright.
No, I'll tell them like it's going to be cancelled. You didn't say I couldn't replace it.
I did not.
Yeah, and probably what I will do is firstly appeal to the slightly younger people and officially change Christmas to Merry Chrysler.
What happened to that girl actually?
Wasn't he a boy?
It's a little girl.
Merry Chrysler?
Yeah,
the
you
boy.
talk about the kind of like the chubby girl who goes
Chubby
around.
boy?
It's a girl.
Isn't he a boy?
However they choose to identify, I actually don't know where they are.
A kid, a then kid. Now I think.
Yeah, that was
it's
like 7-ish plus years
now
ago.
it's probably, who knows if that person is our age or older. No, younger,
doing
definitely
alright.
younger.
Because that person has been reposted to hell and back. So
Yeah. So the thing is, I would definitely rename it or reschedule it. And if anyone is going to be like unhappy about it, screw yourself. I'll in fact schedule it to maybe when
you can't screw it, then you don't get your $1 billion.
Why? Because I'm cancelling it, but.
Yeah, but if people still celebrate it, then you don't get the $1 billion. You have to cancel it. No more Christmas. You can't be like, oh, you want to do it, you do it. It's like, no, you can't.
Cancel it and put it on 30th. People will be on board. I'll rechange Christmas
Have
Day.
you met any Christian?
No, you want to know why? I mean,
Bail.
minus the Jesus part. But because 31st is New Year's Eve, 1st is New Year, slap Christmas on 30th. You get a longer holiday.
I would like to repose my question. Have you met any Christian?
I do, I have.
Have you asked anything about
But
my man JC?
J-Man Christ. The different...
Junior college. Racist.
None of us have been to, but...
And we never will.
I mean, no, technically I have entered a few JCs. And
Why?
I always wondered... Yeah, I had a question why.
Have you like decontaminated yourself? Get the cooties away?
You shouldn't talk about contamination at this point of time. They don't know. But yeah. So, no, so I want my $1 billion. I'll cancel and I'll put it on another day. For those
so
of them...
you'll go back into like historical records, just like change it to 26. It was a
No,
typo.
30th.
Why 30th?
Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year.
Alright.
Or even if it's not that,
so
second
you get
of
the
Jan.
$1 billion to change the date.
I'll reschedule it. So on 25th, no one celebrates it. Or go back and punch Mary, then she pushes the baby out later. It's a bit intense. I'll still reschedule it.
Spend $1 billion.
You are asking someone who is very like planner oriented, like instead of me feeling like, oh no, I've got to cancel Christmas, I'm like, no, I want my $1 billion. So the hard part is scheduling.
I expected like
I will not take the money.
No,
What's wrong with you?
No, I expected you to like go around the world like burning down like Christmas trees. Like,
That's your no. Then
it's
then
like the purge. It's 24 hours for you to just cancel
if
Christmas.
I do that, then
It's like
the
those edgy
previous
kids.
question posed to you, which is natural disasters, will happen, but instead
So you
of
just
weekly
hire me.
every year.
So like for one day you
You're the
hire me to
henchman.
just like run around the planet.
No, oh my God, no! I will make sure if I
What's
can
every
do
week
that.
though?
That exactly. No, I will time it perfectly somehow to arrange and predict it, like just a day before Christmas, to put you somewhere where you will trigger a global level of natural disaster where it just eradicates Christmas because everyone's too heartbroken. That's so dark.
Yeah, that's what I want to hear.
No, yeah, the dark stuff I'll still get you to do it.
Yeah, but what if my price is $1 billion?
No.
Yeah.
No, I know how to bribe you. I'll allow you to masturbate. In the world without masturbation, only you can masturbate. What do you think? You'll be definitely up for it, for
Like
sure.
you have like a forbidden Dead Sea Scroll that like it's like there's this secret ancient technique that's been lost for eons. It's like, what is it? It's like, no, you do this thing for me every year and you get to read it. Okay. And it's like 2 years pass and I prove my loyalty. Like, alright, you have earned it. Then you go inside this super secret bunker in the Arctic that's like behind the Svalbard the seed vault. You go down, then you open up this box that's like from Pulp
No,
Fiction.
cannot be a box. Have you watched Brendan Fraser's The Mummy? Like the origin.
Yes.
I mean that there's 3 movies. So there's like the small box that opens up to like those triangle shit.
Oh.
Then you turn that thing from the wall, and I pull out an ancient scroll that also needs to be like Da Vinci Code decoded and shit. Then I pass it to you.
So you unravel the scroll and like very slowly you're like wearing like super thick gloves, you're unraveling it. And then you pass it to me, and then like you give me these glasses
So that you can read it.
translate
Yeah,
it from
exactly.
like ancient
Hieroglyphs
into like English, and I read. It's like, step 1, put your dick in the box. It's like, what? Wait, what? Are you
That's
fucking
like
serious?
the Lonely Island.
Yeah. It's like, step 1, put your hand in your junk. It's like, what does he tell me to do?
And then you will, oh my god, that's the day you would discover what's masturbation. Oh, that's nice. You'll have a happy Christmas. The only person.
It's gonna be a very white Christmas.
Oh god. Yeah.
So it's your turn now.
Oh yeah, so either way, I just liked how I linked my hypothetical situation still back all the way to your first question.
Let's read like this one last one.
One last one. How long have we been
We've actually
talking?
been going on for about 1 hour, so if you don't have one, that's a nice place to wrap up.
Should we wrap it up then?
Welcome to the Brandon Fraser podcast, an offshoot of the Will Arnett podcast.
I love Brendan Fraser.
I think he's doing fine now. I think
I
he's
mean,
doing
there
lot
was a
better
while
now.
he
Yeah.
was not. And I was really sad about
You know
that.
what? You know why he hasn't been like acting in a long time, right? He got divorced with his wife, and like he's been like in a very big depressive turmoil for like years.
The depressive part, I didn't know about the divorce thing, but the thing I
Apparently, he
don't
got
know.
divorced, and like his wife took like everything. It's not hasn't been bad, hasn't been good for him in a while. But apparently, when the internet found out, the internet became just like really supportive of him and like giving him just a lot of support through like the internet. And I think that's pretty sweet. That's very nice of the internet.
Brendan Fraser. He's a nice guy.
So that was our 3 hypotheticals that
Yeah, it's only 3. We went very in depth.
went to places.
Yep.
If you made it this far, be it watching or listening, thank you very much. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a nice day. Brendan Fraser, I hope you're having a nice day.
Oh, yes. And thank you for being in The Mummy. I cannot think of another actor who would play...
Tom
wait,
Cruise.
No, it's Rick O'Connell. Or they call him Ricochet O'Connell.
Who?
His people he has worked with, they call him Ricochet O'Connell.
A porn star name?
No, his name is Rick.
Who's Rick?
His character's name in The Mummy, Rick
Oh.
O'Connell.
I just know him as Brendan Fraser.
I mean,
from
that's-
The Mummy.
That's his
I
real
ne-
name, Rick O'Connell.
I only watched it like I watched it like years back, so I don't remember much. I just remember Brendan Fraser was in it.
Okay, before you end this, by any chance, do you know Tom... Oh, wait. Tom
Holland.
Hanks' name in the... what's the author's name? Oh my god, so my... Dan Brown's books, right? You know, he has acted in those movies like the Da Vinci Code and stuff.
Oh.
Do you know what was... Because he plays a professor anyway. Do you know what was his name? Tom Hanks?
Yeah, thanks. T. Hanks. Thanks, Professor Thanks.
Stab myself. It's Professor Langdon. Well, like these are movies that I really like and characters that I really like.
I barely know him. It's like what the hell is Chris Pratt's name in Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom? Back to square one. The fuck was his name in Fallen Kingdom? I just knew it was Chris Pratt.
Actually, I cannot remember.
See what I mean? I literally know the Velociraptor's name is Blue.
Yeah.
That's it.
And the Indominus, right? Indominus.
He's the
right?
Indominus.
Indominus Rex.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you catch Fallen Kingdom in theaters now. And we'll get like probably nothing.
Oh, they can get happiness. I don't know.
Watch dinosaurs. Don't be so critical. It's a movie about friggin' dinosaurs. Just watch friggin' dinosaurs coming up. It's better than Morbius. Anything's better than Morbius.
End this podcast. Thank you. Bye.